Hey gang, it's Tony. Time for another one of Tony's 5-minute trainings, and we are still on the Winning with Weichert campaign. So this week we are talking about FSBO systems, things that Weichert has to offer to help you guys go out there and be able to win for sale by owner listings. So before we jump in too far, let me just kind of challenge you to consider for sale by owner listings. At least these are people who are raising their hand and saying, hey, we want to sell our house, versus sending out hundreds and hundreds of postcards and knocking on hundreds of doors, hoping to find somebody who wants to sell their house. So at least when you deal with this, you know that you're dealing with people who have an interest and a desire to sell their home. So with that being said, let's take a look. So if we go into Weichert 1 and take a look, let me enlarge this a bit. Actually, let me shrink that a bit. So in Weichert 1, when you go in there, you'll when you get to Weichert University, you'll see these things, and that should look familiar to you. When you look at the Sales Associate Resources, if you click on Prospecting for Business, there's two things in here that I want you to take a look at. The first one is the Associate Calling Guide and Follow-Up Guide. I want to draw your attention to that. We'll look at that in just a second. The second one is, if we scroll a little bit down farther, we have the expired listing brochure. Now we do have these available in the grab and go rack for you guys to be able to use. These actually are printed and they come from Smith Printing, so I do pay for these, but I'm making available to anyone who has a for sale by owner client and wants to be able to use them. Just feel free to grab one and use it if in fact you're going to do that. So those are two resources that are available here. If we click on, so if you click on this over in the Get It, it will bring this up. Sorry. So it'll bring up this Just Dial It Prospect Calling Associate Guide. This guide actually has quite a bit in it, but what I want to do is kind of stick to showing you that there are some for sale by owner things in here. So if you kind of scroll down, you'll see that on page 14 there are some for sale by owner kind of scripts. So if we kind of slide down to page 14, you'll see that we come into the for sale by owner section, and there are some scripts there for you to be able to use when calling on a for sale by owner. So you don't have to make it up. You don't have to worry about what you're going to say. It's there and you can use it. Another resource that I want to point out that you guys should all have is your fast track training materials. So in your fast track training materials, if you dig that back out, there's a whole section on for sale by owners. So as you scroll through the for sale by owners section, there should be some work that we did when you went through your fast track training, or if you did it with Tony Reuter. So that'll refresh your memory on dealing with for sale by owners. You can also then, as you scroll through, see the resources that are available within this to be able to help you with the for sale by owner people. I would tell you that there's other resources out there available. There are letter campaigns. Some people just aren't comfortable knocking on a for sale by owner door, not comfortable calling the for sale by owner. So there are some successes that agents have with doing a letter campaign. Seeing a for sale by owner, beginning to send things out each week. I would tell you most of the successful ones that I know of are people who send something of value every single week. So if you want to do that, let me know. I'll see what kind of resources I can get together for you. But again, look in your farm areas. That's where I want you to concentrate on for sale by owners. If it's already an area you're working, then consider looking for sale by owners in your farm area. Show them your expertise. Show them what Weichert can do. Get yourself in, preview the house, and see if you can't convert that into a Weichert listing for yourself. So there you go. That's for sale by owners for this week. Until next week, you guys have a productive week.